Hi guys. Today is October 8th. So do you know what that means? It's National Fluffernutter Day. Also our wedding anniversary. Fluffernutter Day sounds way cooler than just our 3-year wedding anniversary.
Sounds like a good time.
Right? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds like something that's going to be happening later.
Hey. But yeah, happy anniversary, babe.
Happy anniversary.
Probably to the
Do you
world.
mind fluffing my nutter?
I'm going home. I was going to make peanut butter fluff sandwiches today, which, by the way, in 1917 was when fluffernutter was first a thing, in case y'all were wondering.
They weren't.
Which you weren't. But also, you know, back in between like the mid to late 50s, this trailer was built.
That's the one.
Dun, dun, dun. So if you watched last video, you know that we just picked this guy up in Eastman, Georgia. We took about a 3.5-hour trip to go pick this little bad boy up. So yeah, guess what? You know how I always say that Steven likes to do ridiculous deadline things before we go anywhere? Well, the normal couple on their wedding anniversary would be going to grab some fancy dinners and having like a big old fancy evening, like with all this stuff. No, we are gonna have this whole entire trailer redone. Well, not 100%, but a lot of it done before we go to the Evil Shindig, which we leave on Tuesday.
We hope.
So,
we've got a lot that has to get done that will determine whether or not we take it. We'll see.
Yeah, and as per usual, everything that you think it's gonna be when you go to pick it up isn't the truth. So like how it wasn't supposed to be leaking, it's leaking. And
but that's okay.
Yeah, and some other stuff. But we'll give you a quick little walk around and Steven's gonna tell you what he's gonna do because it's gonna be so cool and I get to paint it.
You only get to paint part of it. It does have 2 brand new tires on it.
How?
But the cool part is this is a 15-inch wheel. The other one is a 14-inch wheel. So even though they're both 205s, the tire on the other side is almost 2 inches shorter. So
Hooray.
perfect. We're going to go from 6 lug to 5 lug. That way the wheels match what's on the car. I can carry my spare for the car. It'll work on the trailer. Obviously, you know, trailer tires are a little bit different, but that's okay. This thing weighs absolutely nothing, and we won't have it loaded down to a point where it would actually need trailer tires, even though I will be putting trailer tires on it. If for some reason there's a blowout, the spare will be a car tire. Anyway, that's the fenders. We pulled those off.
He already did that before we started filming the video. If you wanted to see what it looked like when they were on, just revert back to the last video.
So we did that, and I'm gonna chop all this stuff
What stuff?
off of here. These the angles.
Okay.
This side has already been done. And as you can see, we've got a Chevy truck fender just laying over here.
Oh, I wonder why, Steven. Why don't you tell them?
I don't want to tell them.
Can you guys guess what is about to happen?
Yeah, they probably can. So not only are we putting these truck fenders on it, I'm cutting the whole tongue off of it completely, and I've got a special place for that.
You've got a special place.
It's called a dumpster. We're going to get rid of that. I'm just cutting Jackie off because I know what she's trying to say right now, and it's always inappropriate.
It was nice. I was telling you you had a special place in my heart.
Yeah, sure.
I've got a special place for your fluffernutter.
So anyway, we're chopping that off. We're building a new one. We got some steel over here that we're going to use. A little bit overkill, but that's okay.
Hey, tell them why. Why are you redoing all this?
It's been modified in the past. It's been cut and bent, and then they made some little gussets here, and it's kind of twisted. The thing is, it's rolled under right here. It's been hit or something right here. This is bent in, twisted. Then if you look at the whole tongue of it, the whole tongue is actually kicked over to one side. So it'd be easier just to cut it off and build a whole new front section rather than trying to fix any of that garbage. Plus, I do not like these. This is about a stupid design right here. So originally, I don't know, it probably had, you know, that tab may have been part of what kept it from backing off, but right now, running down the road, that thing will back off. That's why this wire is on it right now, to stop that from happening.
As it did yesterday on the way home.
Yeah, it was trying to back off. So we lost a chain, because the chain, as you can see, is, you know, that hook's not really much of a hook. So it fell off, and I heard it, and we were like maybe a mile from where we picked it up. So I heard the chain dragging. So we pulled over, and that thing had already started trying to back off a little bit. So we tightened it back down, put that wire on it so that that wouldn't happen. So we're going to change that to a newer style coupler. We're also going to cut the trailer, or the fiberglass box, loose from the actual trailer frame, and we're going to do some trimming action, and then we're going to slide this whole box down lower. That way it looks way cooler, and obviously it'll take up some of the headroom in there, but we're not concerned about that. We're just going to be using this thing for like merchandise and, you know, chairs, coolers, easy up, all that kind of stuff.
Hey guys, don't you think this looks like a big giant candy corn right now?
So we're going to do that. I may lower it some first with just the axle, because there's probably 4 inches of clearance between the axle and the frame, and this thing's got a leaf pack on it like a freaking truck. Like it, I don't know what they, or how much weight they were designed to hold, but the freaking leaf pack on it's like this.
Oh.
So it was, I mean, and it's 6 lug, like I said. So we're gonna actually run, I was gonna change out the spindle and everything on it, but for now, because I want the wheels out further anyway, I'm just gonna put an adapter and go from 6 lug down to a 5 on 4 3/4, and that way I can run the Chevy wheels. So we'll put the adapters on, Loctite all that, and torque everything, so that'll be good to go. And then I may make a drop block and get the axle a little bit closer to the trailer, because for no more than what we're going to haul in it, we don't need a lot of travel in those leaf springs. I mean, it probably won't even ever see, you know, 400 pounds of stuff in the back of it. So that is the plan. I'm going to try to put the Pontiac tail lights in it. Yeah, this is what it had in it originally. These, well, these are probably not original. Somebody stuck these in here probably. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. But it was those guys, and they just have a plastic lens in it. So we got the Pontiac tail lights laying here. We'll have to do some modifying though to make these work. So
Oh, is the housing's too big, isn't
we'll
it?
see. They stick out, and they actually don't fit in here as good as they should. Like they'll go in, but they won't go flush against there. So my plan was to possibly just build a plate that attached, and then let the light stick out the side, and then build like a cone that came back into the trailer.
Oh, almost like the way the Shasta, I don't want to say like the Shasta, but like how you have a little embellishment wrapping around.
Basically, yes. Something like that.
Something like that.
So that is the plan. Then we picked up some more LEDs. May stick those like up here or something. I don't know yet. Just, you know, so it's nice and lit up and nobody crashes into the back of it. That's our coupler that we're going to use. And then we got our new wiring for it. We got the new tires on the 54. Got the wheels back on that thing. So
Look at it go.
other than, I'm going to check that rear diff fluid before we go. Other than that, the car should be ready to go.
Sweet.
Now all we have to do is completely rebuild this trailer.
In T-minus Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days. Actually, if we want
I'll
this,
have less than 5 days, because I still have to go get the trailer weighed and get it tagged and all that stuff.
and if you guys want to see it finished, we have to have it done in 4 days, because I have to finish editing by Monday.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
So there's a lot to do. I still have to go get wheels. Luckily, Damien has a set of wheels that I can use for it off of that chassis we're going to use for his car when we start on it. So I got to go pick those up tomorrow, take this wheel with the good tire that'll fit a 15, have it swapped over and buy another trailer tire to put on the other 15-inch rim. And then we'll have matching tires, because right now the trailer sits like this.
I mean, that's kind of what we look like according to the chiropractor.
True story. And I think that's about it.
You are hanging out with me too much, babe. This was 11 minutes and 42 seconds of you talking.
Babbling.
Yeah.
I feel like they needed to know what was going on.
They did. They did.
Nationwide is on your side.
We were actually talking about this in the last video, and I thought that was kind of cool too. We actually didn't look at it close enough, but there is a soda bottle on here. So they said that not a turkey leg, it's a soda bottle. But they were saying that these trailers in particular, the Nationwide trailers, were either used as just like a regular little trailer, or they were used as a little trailer for Coca-Cola and for soda. So would that make sense actually? The reason that it would hold so much weight?
Mean, to me, the trailer looks like it just woke up.
Today's role of Jackie will be played by Steven. But that's serious, could that be?
What'd you say? I wasn't listening to you.
I could tell.
Sometimes I have to tune you out.
Yeah, well, this was a good question.
It's overwhelming if I don't.
Shush, this was a very good question.
I shall shush now.
So, considering this was more than likely going to be used for transporting soda, and in the 1950s and 60s, all soda was in glass bottles, which means they'd be extremely heavy, filled with fluid. So that's
definitely why it's got a leaf pack out from under a four-wheel drive truck.
Look at me, guessing something right for once. But
and that's also
why
it's 6-lug and it's got massive bearings in it. I mean, this thing is built like it's a, dual axle freaking heavy equipment trailer. It's kind of insane. And I was going to do away with all that, but really, if I can get away with just running these adapters, that'll be way easier than trying to, because I know I'm not going to find any hub that's going to work with that spindle from the 50s. It would probably take me forever to try to research the bearing sizes and all that and find everything that will work. My other option was to completely cut that whole hub and spindle off and weld a new one on, which is what I was gonna do, but that's also more time, and then I still have to go to a trailer place, find all that stuff. So the adapters are the easy way out. And also when we run these big fenders, you can see how far under the tire sits. So that will actually space the tire out a little bit further too, and I think look a little bit better. So these will be picked up, and they'll be the bottom of the fender. I think I'll probably run pretty close to flush with the bottom of this. And then, like I said, we're going to drop this thing like 6 inches lower, get it close to the ground. And then I'll build another section under the back out of some box tube that protects the fiberglass, so that if we go up in a parking lot or something like that, if the back of the trailer happens to drag the ground, it'll drag that other frame section and not rip the fiberglass off of it.
Cool.
So that's what we got going. That's what we're doing.
Nice.
This is going to stay for now, and then we're going to paint from here down. We've got a color it's not the same as what's on my car.
It's called Beta Fish.
Yeah, it was as close as we could get, because we're just going to use some like exterior latex paint on this thing for right now on the bottom half of it. And then later on we'll do something different.
What's your first plan of attack now?
Right now, all I'm gonna do is get rid of these side braces, and I may start trying to figure out what I want to do with the lights. I don't want to cut the tongue and everything off of it yet, because I do want to take it tomorrow somewhere and try to get it weighed. So I'll do it like it is, and then when it comes back, we'll get it in the garage and we'll start tearing this thing completely apart.
Sounds good.
Oh, another thing I want to do with this thing is, I think, eliminate the fiberglass on the doors and make these panels out of metal, because they're not in the greatest of shape, and if I make them out of sheet metal, I can bead roll them and everything and make them look really cool. Hammer time! move to the front one. Junk. All right. Hubs look good, bearings look good. Seal looks okay. We're gonna change these, or pull this other bearing out of the bottom of this thing, clean them out, repack them, put them back in. I already got the front one soaking. I don't recommend this ever. Never, ever, ever clean out a bearing and reuse it, but I'm going to. Don't do what I do. But it's all probably temporary, so that's what we're going to do. To make everything worse, we're going to smash it out of here with a hammer and a pry bar. So that should work well. Then we're probably also going to drop it directly on the floor in all of this metal shavings. Just like that. I was going to attempt to catch that, but it came out a little quicker than I thought it would. Some mineral spirits action. And then we'll blow it out, repack it. And it can continue living its life. These are the original bearings. Made in the USA. That doesn't happen anymore. So these are probably the ones from the 50s. This trailer probably didn't have that many miles on it. Good enough. We'll repack these guys after we clean out this hub and get it back together. All right, we got the bearings all cleaned up, repacked, got the hub cleaned up, everything put back together and stuck back on the trailer. And that way we can keep this thing rolling, because I'm gonna attempt to go get it weighed tomorrow and take care of all the legal junk and try to get a tag for it. So see you guys tomorrow. All right, we got some steel wheels here that are the lug pattern we want. They're 5 on 4 3/4. So we're gonna get these things cleaned up, wire wheeled, painted black. That way I can get some tires on them hopefully tomorrow. And hopefully our adapters show up tomorrow to go from the 6 lug down to the 5. All right, we've sanded these things about as much as we're going to sand them. Hit them with some grease and wax remover and spray them. Don't even think I'm going to prime them. Just straight to the paint. We're eventually going to replace these wheels and run the same ones that we have on the car. Those are the aftermarket Venti wheels that I have on there. So they're the Chevy and small Ford pattern. So eventually we'll swap these out, so they're also just temporary. Just want them to look halfway decent for now. So I want to be able to run the same caps that I'm running, same center caps that I'm running on the car on these, but these wheels won't accept those caps. However, they will accept the original 54 cap. So for now, we'll stick those on these wheels. Let's go find some paint. I decided to be nice and prime the backside. We don't have to waste as much black paint on this inner band if we use some primer on it. As always, every time I try to paint something, wind is blowing like 40 miles an hour right now. Jackie claims to be working. She ain't working.
Do not let him fool you. I've been asking him all day. what there is to do and what we're doing. And he keeps telling me, I don't know.
I've been working all day. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
I have.
Yeah.
Look, I've cut the centers out of these wheels.
Let's show you what he's done.
Look, now they fit the hubs. I chucked them up in the lathe and cut the centers out. AKA a die grinder with a burr bit. Burr bit, lathe, same thing.
That was a sweet move you just had.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So those are opened up now to fit. Obviously, that's a bigger hub because it's 6 lugs, so we had to open them up. These wheels, they're pretty much identical to the original 54 wheels, but the center of these were an octagon shape. They weren't round, so we cut them out to fit on there, which is now the same as the aftermarket wheels that are on my car. They have a big center in those. So
The 54, you know.
everything is located obviously with the wheel studs, so the center being bigger than the hub is not a big deal.
Babe?
Somebody's going to be like, that's what locates the wheel. False.
I think
It
you're
is
a
not.
stud.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I have very sad news on our shirt design. So I messaged the guy who did our Chevy shirts because genuinely I thought he did a great job, and he's refusing our service because I didn't answer him back the last time on one of our encounters within 24 hours.
I thought we were the customer,
Yeah.
but apparently not.
Yeah. Realistically, it's because he couldn't understand what I was saying when I was like, hey, can you please make sure the cooler is on the roof rack? FYI, this was not Joe from Stitches and Screens. He just prints our shirts. He is amazing. We love our printer, but that is not our designer. So I have to find a new designer in like a day or two. I will do it, and we will have shirts for the Turkey Rod Run, hopefully. Joe, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he said Jackie was unprofessional because she didn't respond to him fast enough, even though she responded to this dude within 24 hours, except for one time when we were out of town. And now she's unprofessional because this guy is an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So, to hell with that guy.
Guys, I even gave him a really good tip and a stellar review.
Stellar!
It was stellar.
We're going to make some lowering blocks because sometimes your trailer needs lowering blocks.
What's a lowering block?
It lowers the trailer. So
Temporarily or permanently?
permanently.
Okay.
So we've got a piece of box tube right here.
Okay, that little guy.
We're gonna cut that in half.
That one.
Then we're gonna remove the old U-bolts and everything. And then we're gonna put that block under the axle. It should be pinned, so we'll have to drill a hole in both sides of that. We may have to make a pin for the top of it. So if that's the case, we'll weld a bolt into it and make a pin. And then raise that axle up 2 inches, which will drop the trailer down 2 inches. And then go from there and decide how much more we want to lower the box itself on the framework, which will be done by, we'll be cutting this out of the way on both sides and cutting that crap off the back. Then we'll remove all the bolts from it. We'll lower the fiberglass box down over the frame and then re-bolt it. Obviously notching out for this and for that, and then the front section where the tongue comes out from under it, we'll notch out for that and then lower the whole thing down.
I
Re-bolt
thought you said that we couldn't do anything with lowering until you got what you needed from Amazon. No?
That is, I mean, that would be very helpful, but I have to now get the wheels up there and kind of figure it all out without having exactly what I need, unfortunately.
You're just going to guesstimate it?
But yeah, and I can also, once I put the drop blocks in it, stick the wheels up there, then I can determine where it's going to sit. Then I can also get the car in here at ride height and figure out where I want my tongue on the trailer. So figure out if we're going to run it straight out or if we're going to step it up like it is now or what. But we got to get the receiver on the car, get the ball on the car, get the car in, sit in that ride height, get the trailer at the ride height it's going to be. Then we can do all that. So that's what we're doing. Get all that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. What do you
I know
do?
where I want your tongue. Oh man.
Every time.
I'm as red as Dad now.
All right.
Oh man.
We're gonna make 3-inch blocks. So, Jackie,
Do I get to cut things?
you're gonna cut this for me
It's been a long time since I've cut anything.
at 3 inches. 2 pieces at 3 inches. You're gonna measure 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna cut that little chunk off of it.
Okay.
Then you're gonna measure 3 and you're gonna cut this thing half in 2.
Okay.
But you're actually going to figure out the width of the blade so that you can add that to your 6 inches.
That is a lot of math.
That way, when you cut it in the center, the blade width doesn't cause you to lose material that you needed to make up the 3 inches.
Why can't I just cut it in 2 3-inch spots while I measure it?
Because then when you cut off the first 3 inches and then you try to cut the second piece, you're gonna have a little nub there that you're trying to hang on to while you cut through it, and that's not gonna work.
Oh, I understand now. All right, Dad moved the chop saw inside the garage because it started raining on me. Now I have to do math on my own. Not very good at that. Why is none of this like put together? It was 6 1/8?
6 and an 8.
Last cut, hopefully. It's off. This one's a 16th less.
It'll be lovely.
It'll be fine?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I did an okay job.
U-bolt surgery.
U-bolt surgery.
These have been on here for 70 years. They're not just giving up. So we're cutting them. Okay, time to make some drop blocks. Axle's loose. Pretty crusty. Yeah, those were definitely not coming out of there. Time to make some drop blocks. I'm gonna punch these guys center and drill and tap this for a 5/16 grade 8 bolt. That bolt head actually will work as the pin, fits the hole perfectly. So we'll just run those down in there for the pins and then drill the bottom for the pin that sticks up through the leaf pack, and we'll have drop blocks. That easy. So let me locate the centers and get to drilling. Bam. One drop block. Now let's build another. And this is what we have. Now have a drop block in there. We don't have a lot of room between the axle and the trailer, but this trailer at 720 pounds doesn't have enough weight to even move that pack of leaf springs right there. And for no more than what we're gonna haul in it, it will probably never bottom out. But if it does, it's not gonna matter because it's gonna hit the steel frame under there. So we have our 2-inch drop. Now we got to figure out how much we want to basically body drop it. So we really need those adapters so we can get it back on the wheels and figure out where this thing's sitting. So I'll get back with you when I figure out what I'm going to do. So this is what we got. Trailer's level-ish. We're pretty much where we need to be. We probably need to bump this thing this way just a little bit. But we're going to chop all this garbage off of it and build new garbage at this height, which is pretty much perfect from here out because our new coupler obviously won't be sitting on top like this is. So when we cut this out, we should be able to run our box tubing straight out and into our new coupler. And it should actually be sitting about perfect right now. So the car's at ride height and the trailer is leveled. So we're good. And I got JoJo the circus bear here to help me. A little bit further over than what we need to be, but that'll make up for that, you know, twist that it has going on. I'm gonna make sure this thing's not gonna do the old spring action on me. I think I'm gonna cut this off up here first. Leave that brace in it. See if I can figure out exactly where we need to be. It's time for the art captain. Plasma cutter. What a twisted up piece of junk. Should be about perfect. Now we've done it. We've got a disaster, folks. I'm gonna run this thing Bluetooth. Maybe it'll work. So, it's where we need to be. Now it's time to, I'm gonna tack this guy in here temporarily. Then we'll cut this back where it needs to be, and, you know, do actual clean cuts. And then cut those braces out of there and tie our box tube back into it, back here where it drops off. So that's what we got going. All right, let's get this temporary brace tacked in place. So this is what we've got. We're gonna get this thing welded in. Obviously we got a gap here and a gap here that we'll slice that, bring that in and weld it up. I wasn't gonna take the time to bring these out, kick them this way and then kick them back this way because I don't have that kind of time on my hands right now. So I'm gonna get this thing welded in and move on to the next thing. Our adapters finally showed up.
It's the next day if you didn't know.
Yeah, so we got the tongue pretty close to being done. I still got to make another gusset for the other side and then weld the safety chains to it. But right now we want to get these adapters on, get the wheels on, and figure out what we're going to have to do as far as fenders, because I have a feeling that the fenders are going to end up hitting the tires, and I may have to space them out due to the fact that we're having to run wheel adapters to go from 6 lug to 5 lug. So these adapters were supposed to show up yesterday. They didn't, so that put us behind, and we only have today and tomorrow to totally finish this thing, and it looks like we've done nothing right now. So got a lot of work to do, and Amazon just showed up, and I don't know, it's probably 3 o'clock already. So, you know, the rush starts now. So these adapters are 2-piece. That's our 6 lug. Bolt that on, and then this guy bolts to here, and then the wheel goes on. Make sure you install your adapters correctly, people, so your wheels don't go flying off.
What's correctly is
Torqued, Loctite the inner bolts or inner lug nuts, and I'm going to Loctite these. That way we don't have to worry about a wheel flying off and rolling down the road.
that's good. So now that's literally just going on, and then the wheels are going on, and then you're measuring the tire space.
Yeah, then once the tire's up there and we know exactly where it's going to be, then we can get our fender held up there and determine what we're going to have to do to make it work. sucks. Regular 5-lug hubs without the adapters, it would have worked.
Which now means more modification?
Gotta come up with something.
Okay.
Hadn't got that far yet. I'm tired, folks. Tired. Worked on this stupid thing last night this morning till 1 a.m. to try to get that stupid tongue done. This steel on this trailer is so rusty and contaminated. It was just really battling me while welding. And all my welds look absolutely terrible. Like,
it looks like I did them.
It's pretty bad. Yeah. It really upsets me.
Just tell everybody I did it and you'll be fine. They'll be like, wow, that's a really great job for one of your first welding experiences.
I think we'd be better off telling them that we had Stevie Wonder come over and do it. It's terrible. Still got to get used to all the settings on the Art Captain. Like, I'm so used to the Miller, using it for 20 plus years. This digital crap, it's a little different. So I need to kind of play with that thing and figure out what settings work best for what thickness of material. Yeah, we're gonna make a flange for these fenders. That's like basically like an external flange that's gonna bolt to the side of the trailer, so it'll be exposed bolts around it instead of bolting through the inside of the fender, because with the wheel adapters on there and all that, it's got the tire spaced out. So we're gonna have to space the fenders out. So I'm gonna make this flange, and then we're gonna make a 2.5-inch band to band the back of the fender to move it out. But we're also going to, like I said, make that flange that sticks up out here to bolt to, because we're gonna be running these kind of close to the tires and kind of low. So I don't want to end up in a situation where you can't pull the wheel and tire off of it with the fender, you know, being bolted from the inside like it is. You wouldn't be able to get up in there to the bolts. This way, if it's bolted out here, if we have to pull the fender to pull a wheel off of it, it'll be a lot easier to unbolt the fender off of the trailer than it would be if they were bolted on the inside. And I think it's going to look kind of cool with the other ideas I have in my head for the trailer, which will be a little bit later on, but got a couple other ideas and they'll kind of match what I'm doing.
It looks like you're in between two giant melons right now. Oh, I see what you're doing. Look at this madness. This is some side of sorcery.
Lucy won't even go back to you.
Brief dog intermission.
This is what we got going, folks. We got our flange made. We've got it clamped to the fender, and we've got our strip made that we're gonna roll around. And we're gonna go ahead and tack this to this piece. Then we can get the fender in place and get this piece bolted to the side of the trailer. Then we'll tack this piece to the fender and it'll put us where we need to be. So that's what's happening. That's what we got. So we'll get this thing shaped up, drill a bunch of holes. Still hadn't decided if I want to try to bead roll this thing. I don't think I did. This is what we got so far. So we're located now. We got a bolt hole drilled down there and we got one here. So I'm gonna get this thing laid out where we want all the bolts and get it fastened to the trailer. Well, actually, we're gonna take it back down and we're gonna weld the back side of it. And then we'll get it bolted to the trailer, and then we'll get our fender set right where we want it, and then grind back our paint on the fender and start tacking it to the fender. And then we'll have, you know, one on there. I really hate this. Someone's gonna be mad that I'm doing this to this fender because they want this fender with this big dip in it, and I don't want it. I want one without it. There's somebody that's gonna be like, dang, I wish I had that fender. And it's solid. There's not a rust hole in either one of these fenders. So we got to get the other side, that piece built, and do the same thing again. I like it. There you go. So I decided not to drop the whole body of the trailer down over the chassis right now. I just don't have time to do it. But I kind of like the fenders just being dropped down low, leaving the trailer up.
It's Sunday.
Sunday. And we gotta leave like in the day.
Yeah, so fingers crossed for that. We will still be leaving on Tuesday. There's a possibility we won't be, but I mean, it is what it is. So Steven got a lot done. He got the fenders on completely last night. I'll show you that in a second. And he's just doing some wiring right now. That's his favorite thing, is wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fenders, everything's gonna need more work, but we just want the fenders on it and a few other things done for the show, or to drag it up there. There'll still be a lot more work that gets done to it when it gets back.
Yeah, he's gonna be wiring, doing some other stuff. I'm gonna be cleaning the outside up a little and painting, I think, today.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Yeah.
I'm rocking my Evil Shindig shirt in preparation for going to the Evil Shindig. Fit of the day.
Evil shindigging.
And I think that's about it. Oh, stay tuned to the end of the video too. We're gonna do the Art Captain giveaway for your brand new welding helmet.
Giving you a helmet, folks.
Should I just do it right now so I don't forget?
If you want.
You know what, guys? We're gonna do it. All right. So there's a cool little app thing that you can do, and what it does is it recognizes anybody who typed in Art Captain on our video like we asked y'all to, and it is going to select a winner at random. So I'm really excited. So we gave away 2 welding helmets at our car show, which were awesome, and we saved this one for you guys. So let me go ahead, put this back before I get in trouble. YouTube random comment picker. Video link in, keyword filter for Art Captain. Dun da da da. All right, y'all. Ha! It's the Cracker Box.
What?
Cracker Box.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the winner of our Art Captain giveaway is going to be to the Cracker Box. See, guys, it shows you right here. That was the random one that was picked out. And his favorite part of the truck that he commented also was the back bumper and the roll pan. So heck yeah. So send us an email, sawcustoms@gmail.com. This way we have your address. I'm pretty sure we may actually have it on file anyway from an order that you guys have placed. But make sure you send us a message with your email so this way you can get your Art Captain helmet.
We got holes drilled, so it'll get more bolts in it. And eventually I'll probably pull these back off. And so when we assembled this section right here, when we clamped everything to the fender, you could see that our distance here kind of changes in a few spots. It's just kind of the way it ended up working out. So I'll probably scribe another line on this. That way I can cut it so that it's uniform all the way around. But I don't think I'm going to do that before we leave, because I don't really want to pull the fenders back off of it. I don't think. I believe I'm just going to let it ride like it is. We'll get the rest of the bolts in it. So we'll have 2 bolts here, 2 more bolts here. That way it's got a total of 8 bolts per side. And I'm also going to make some braces that attach to the bottom and go back to the frame of the trailer so it's not, you know, shaking out there or anything. And then we're also going to build some sections up here in the front that attach to the fenders.
Almost like the way the running board's
Kind
on
of like
the truck.
yeah, kind of like a little mini running board, and then bring it back into the trailer over here.
Nice.
Hopefully I have time to get that done before we go. If not, that'll happen when it gets back. Right now we got to get the stuff done that has to be done in order to pull it. So wiring, the tongue is done, it's ready. I think I'm going to get underneath and weld a little bit more on the front of the box tube. Probably would never need it because it is welded across here, and it's welded all the way down right here, and it's got spot welds in it here, and I've got a weld under here on both sides, but I think I'm going to try to get up a little bit closer to the front and get a little bit more weld up there. And then we also want to make a cover for this that kind of will tie everything in together. So all that'll be sheet metal. It'll be a sheet metal cap across the front down low and kind of tie into all this. And then obviously whatever we make down here will bolt to the fenders, because I still don't know if I can pull the wheels back off of it with the fenders in place. I haven't even tried it. But by doing the through bolts like we did here on this flange, it'll be easy if we're out somewhere, if we have a flat, we can remove the fender from the side of the trailer pretty easy and pull the wheel off if we have to.
Paint time. Beta fish. There it is.
This is it.
The finished product. The not so finished product.
It's
the finished before we go
as-
to Indiana project.
As finished as it's going to get for now. That was a lot of work in just a few days.
Yeah, and we're still not even ready to go to Indiana yet.
Okay. So, as you can see, we got the fenders on it. We added a skirt that goes all the way around and ties into the fender, wraps the front, back into the other fender, built a whole new tongue for it, added this top plate. As you can see, the paint is not even dry yet. I just put that on there. Mm-hmm. Jackie painted it. Jackie's tripping over a hammer because she likes to walk backwards without looking at where she's going, even though I've told her 7 times today to not do that. Anyway, so Jackie got it painted. I added some, patina action to it last night. Yeah. And then today she painted the nationwide brown, which I think everything looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, I enhanced the map and everything. I was so dang proud of myself.
Another thing I want to do to it is I want to cut this dip out of it for the spare tire and, just have a normal fender there. That'll be some other time.
Let's see, you guys didn't see really any of it because we were just working our tushes off last night.
We got tail lights in it. So we got 50 Pontiac tail lights in it. And then we've got, these are just hooked up as brake lights. So those are running lights and brake lights. And then the uppers are just turn signals and brake lights.
I think the back came out so cool looking.
Do you want to go push the brake and let's see if all of our brake lights work? Because I haven't even checked that yet.
Yeah, I really do. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I am. Oh yeah. We got brake lights.
That's so good. I'm prouder of this side.
Nationwide. Yeah, it looks good. Came out good.
Yeah.
I like the color. So we just brush painted this with some exterior latex paint.
And beta fish.
Beta fish.
Beta fish was the
is
color.
the color. And then everything else we just spray painted with some black, some flat black.
No, that's
And-
exterior paint too. Didn't you
Yes,
just
I
say?
know.
Oh. Did I not pay attention?
I just said we painted it with latex exterior paint.
Oh, I thought you just meant the
Sheet
bottom
metal
half.
is spray paint. So
Yeah.
that's what we got, folks.
Yeah.
Got it hooked to the car, and we are leaving first thing in the morning to head to Indiana.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Which is good because I'm exhausted.
And I still have to pack orders, finish editing this video, do all of our uploads, pack, plus get our merchandise together for us to leave in the morning. And it's like 7 o'clock at night. So
Yeah.
we've got a lot.
We want to try to leave at like 4 a.m. That probably won't happen.
No.
Yeah, I still got to load up everything in the trailer and all that good stuff. So
And
still got work to do.
And I got to make some sandwiches. There's a lot of people who are going to like that comment.
Sandwich maker.
Yeah, that's all they think I'm good for.
Yeah.
Obviously not. Look at this sweet Nationwide paint job
Yeah.
and this sweet Lover paint job. That was all Jackie. I
right.
did something for once. That's right.
For once, whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell all your friends. I mean, your friends want to see us too.
Yeah. And
I'm
your
pretty
friends
sure.
want to come say what's up at Evil Shindig and grab a shirt.
If your friends don't want to watch us, your friends are lame.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
need new friends.
we are kind of ridiculous.
That's okay.
Okay.
Some people like ridiculous.
I like you.
I mean, there's literally a show called Ridiculousness.
Is there?
Rob Dyrdek.
Man, the more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yep, we're going to be heading out to Evil Shindig, as you guys know. So as we said, we did not opt to get a vendor booth there. So we're just going to have a couple t-shirts and a couple hats in the car. That's it. So if you want something, just let us know. But we're not advertising it. We're not setting up for it or any of that fun stuff. But if you're there, make sure you come say what's up. Oh, we'll have
What's
stickers
up?
too. Yeah. So yeah, we're really excited. And Crackerbox, don't forget to send us your email with your address so we can congratulate you and send out your Art Captain welding helmet when we get back from Indiana. Yes.
Yep.
So stay tuned for next week. You'll see our video on the Evil Shindig. And I think we're going up to see Corey and Hannah for a little bit too. And we're just going to explore a little bit of Indiana on Wednesday. So we should have a really good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. We got to go.
Oh, man. I almost thought you were leaving
We're out.
me hanging.